After the victory at Princeton, George Washington knew his army could not continue fighting without rest. The Continental Army had survived months of brutal battles, retreats, and terrible losses. From Long Island to New Jersey,
Sir,
Washington's soldiers had been pushed
thickening.
almost to the breaking point.
We must cross
But the
before
victories
dawn.
at Trenton and Princeton had changed the situation. Instead of surrendering, Washington moved his army toward Morristown, New Jersey, where they could rest and prepare for the next stage of the war. The winter was harsh. Snow covered the roads and fields as exhausted soldiers established camp. Many lacked proper clothing, food, and supplies. Some soldiers had marched for miles through freezing conditions, carrying their muskets and equipment with little protection from the cold. Yet the Continental Army remained together. Washington understood that keeping the army alive was more important than winning every battle. The British still
Hold on a
controlled
little
New York
longer,
City
boys.
in many important
Relief will
positions,
surely come.
and their army remained far stronger. But Washington had accomplished something just as important. He had restored confidence in the American cause. Only weeks earlier, the revolution appeared close to collapse. Now, American soldiers had defeated Hessian forces at Trenton and British troops at Princeton. News of the victories spread through the colonies, giving supporters of independence new hope. The revolution had survived its darkest moment, but the war was far from over. Washington and his army would face more battles, more losses, and another long struggle before independence could finally be won. The journey that began with 13 colonies had now become a fight for the future of a new nation. From Long Island to
Keep
Trenton,
moving, men.
from
Focus
Princeton to
ahead.
Morristown, Washington refused to give up. The American Revolution survived because the Continental Army survived, and the fight for independence continued. This was only the beginning of America's fight for freedom. Subscribe for the next chapter of American history.